This vegetable juice is how much? Almost 3 cups. In here I have about 1.5 cups of celery and just between 1 1/4 cups and 1.5 cups of a mixture of zucchini, rhubarb, and carrot. It's probably like, I don't know, 1/3 cup of carrot and 1/3 cup of rhubarb and just over a cup of zucchini-ish. Because what I did was I juiced the celery and then I put the zucchini, the cucumber, and the rhubarb in the other one. So a little bit why I'm making this juice this way is the celery is you know, carb negative, and it helps detox sodium. That's going to counteract the carbohydrates in the zucchini, the carrot. I don't know how many carbohydrates are in the rhubarb. I guess I'll move on to that next because I've never heard of anybody juicing rhubarb. Rhubarb is a stalk, and it comes with, you know, bushy green leaves. They kind of look like kale, if I recall correctly, but it's definitely not kale. The stalks, like I said, they look a lot like celery, and people say they're very bitter and tart, but I tried the juice on its own and it was actually just kind of sour, and it was a pretty good sour. And like I said, I juiced a whole zucchini and some carrots, and I've got that in there. The zucchini is good because it's a starchy plant, and the starchy fruits, they're good for pulling out metals of the body, especially if you add in like parsley and cilantro. Don't have any of that, unfortunately, but I've got it in there. More so because I usually drink vegetable juice when I'm outside working for hydration, but also for the minerals and the enzymes. It helps fuel me because it's got the carbs and the sugar. The carrot juice, of course, a good source of carbs and sugar. I've started to add more carrot juice to my vegetable juice. It's like usually 20 to 40% of my vegetable juice now. You can check my other video on that, changes you may need to make to your Primal diet. I explained that in a little more detail. The rhubarb is really nice. I put in about 1.5 tablespoons of honey in here and a raw egg, and yeah, it tastes really nice. It didn't taste too bad or too sour without the honey, but I added in the honey just as a little sweetener. Now it tastes really nice, and it's got a little bit of a sour aftertaste, but in a good way. So if you like sour things, putting rhubarb in your juice is probably a good thing. I'm not exactly sure what it does, but like I said, it reminds me a lot of celery. It's got a stalk, and you know, I bought a bunch of cilantro. It was like 1 pound, and I got a cup of juice out of it. So that's a pretty good yield, all things considered. And it's just a little tasty treat. You know, you don't need much either in your juice. A little bit goes a long way. So like I had a cup, and I divided it amongst 3 juices. I probably could have divided it amongst 4 juices. So if you see some at your farmer's market, you know, at the store, it's fresh, it's in season right now, grab some, try some, and put a little bit in your vegetable juice and see how you like it and see what the effects are.